I am so glad, after countless videos about delays and things selling out, that we have some good news with Tesla's progress to update you guys with. GigaBerlin is finally getting ready for final permits and production. Elon Musk is over in Germany right now, and he's been meeting with officials and also announced that there would be a county fair and factory tour open to the public at GigaBerlin by October 9th. So it's still under construction right now, and once again, have to give huge shout out, huge props to Tobias Lind, who's been covering the construction of GigaBerlin so closely. I've been subscribed to Tobias ever since GigaBerlin was just a big plot of land full of trees that were intended to be cut down, and watching it blossom into an actual factory that we've seen videos of the inside of now, and Tesla is still hard at work building up the cell production area for the 4680 batteries. We've seen dozens of body and white parts of the Model Y go into the factory and not necessarily come out, so I believe that they are calibrating the paint shop and working really hard at making sure the casting presses are working correctly and the general assembly line is going to work efficiently. But it's actually really encouraging to get some dates and some timelines in place instead of just by the end of this year. Now finding out it might be producing vehicles for customers in just a couple of months gets me pumped, because I still remember very clearly making a video about GigaBerlin back in 2019 when Elon Musk first announced it in November. So I'm really hoping that we can have it operational in under 2 years from Elon's original tweet. And they've actually just imported some made in China Model Ys that are not Model Ys, by the way. They made that very clear with the decal on the side, but yeah, it sounds like at least the first batch of Model Ys that show up in Europe are being imported, and I don't exactly know why Tesla wants to call them not Model Y on the side, but maybe Tesla was hoping, the first Model Ys to enter Europe would be out of the GigaBerlin factory, and now they're saying, okay, they still will be because these aren't technically Model Ys. But I honestly think it's a really smart move. At first I was confused why they would want to attract so much attention to importing vehicles, because they've been importing vehicles to Europe for a long time now, even from the Giga Shanghai factory. But I saw some comments online that were alluding to this allows Tesla to get approval and to get some government response of, okay, the Model Y is out, it's in the streets, it's been delivered to customers, so that means it should be able to accelerate the production and delivery of GigaBerlin Model Ys, despite those being pretty different internally. They're gonna have the structural pack and the 4680s in a different paint shop entirely, so I'm not exactly sure why they wanted to attract so much attention here, but for getting certain production permits, this might be able to help. But more than anything, it probably sends a message to the European governments that, hey, we better get this factory online now, because you might feel a little bit embarrassed to know that Giga Shanghai ramped up their factory long before you did, and now it's actually quicker to get a Model Y delivered by building it in China, shipping it all the way around the world, and delivering it here just because it's taking so long to get GigaBerlin operational. So maybe that's just a point they're trying to prove with how slow the regulatory process is over in Germany, and I've seen a lot of government officials over there advocating that they need to accelerate this process. If we want to transition the world to sustainable energy quickly, we can't slow down factory lines that are designated to make zero-emission vehicles and energy storage systems. We need more of these, and the quicker we're able to build out our factories and the quicker we're able to build batteries, the sooner we're going to be able to reduce our global emissions. So here's really hoping that GigaBerlin can scale production at a rate that's much faster than we've seen elsewhere. But now the race for me is really starting to kick up traction, because Giga Texas was rumored to be operational by around October. And while those are rumors, we're hearing from Elon Musk himself that they're expecting final permits in Berlin by October as well. So which factory is going to come online first? What's the first 4680 Model Y going to be cranked out of, even if it is low volume? I'm really curious to see who can beat the other, but it's a good race, because no matter who gets it out first, it's a win for all of humanity. And being able to finally produce vehicles locally in the European market is something people have been asking for a very long time, because Teslas pretty much all across Europe are substantially more expensive than they are in the United States or China, just because so many import fees and so many shipping fees have to be applied to the overall cost. So it's about dang time time, and I have a feeling that the prices, once they're officially confirmed for the Made in Germany Model Y, they're going to be surprisingly good, as will the range, and the quality control I expect to be top-notch, because there's a ton of next-generation factory techniques they're applying at Berlin, and I'm glad we shouldn't have to wait too much longer for Tesla to finally have operational factories on 3 separate continents. That's kind of amazing. So feel free to let me know if you guys are buying this. Do you think we should expect them in the next couple months, or do you think there's going to be some other problem along the way? Thank you all for watching. Hope you have an excellent rest of your day. Take care.